Okay, now we're going to talk about the sixth furnishing, which is the Ark of the Covenant. And it represents, remember, the sixth day of creation when man was created and the land creatures. It also represents Yom Kippur, the sixth annual feast. It represents the head of the body. So let's kind of go through here and do just a short, concise teaching on the sixth assembly, ecclesia, which is Philadelphia, and the sixth seal, trumpet, and bowl, as it relates to the sixth furnishing. And to the angel, this is Revelation 3, verse 7. Angel of the ecclesia in Philadelphia, write these things, saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that opens and no one shuts, and shuts and no one opens. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. Let's see. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, and also I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation that will come upon the whole world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast. Let's see. To the overcomers, it says, well, hold hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go out no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God, and I will write upon him my new name. He that hath an ear, let him hear what he says, what the Spirit saith unto the churches. Okay, so we're looking for discussion about man, and that's what we have here all throughout. He describes himself as the one who holds the key of David. We're talking about all mankind. The seals and the trumps and the bowls will all be about mankind. And the sukkah that David had only had one furnishing in it, and that was the ark. And that's where we're at, the key of David. This is also the place where the virgins are at. And we also said that that on the sixth day was when God covered Adam and the woman when they sinned in the garden. So it's Yom Kippur, the day of covering, the day they were covered. Now, this is my own opinion, but I believe that in the garden, Adam was, when he was created, or when he was made from the dust of the ground, he was circumcised. There was no foreskin until after God covered him. When he partook on that day, the sixth day, he was created, and he also fell on that same sixth day. he was covered with the foreskin. So later on, when Abraham is told to circumcise as a sign of the covenant, I believe it points back to the garden when man originally was not, well, he didn't have to be circumcised. He didn't have foreskin. But I think that was part of the covering that occurred on that day. So, in Acts 15 and in Amos 9, it is talking about the sukkah of David, and that it will be raised up so that all of mankind, even the uncircumcised, will be able to enter the kingdom. So this key is to the kingdom. So, okay, we won't talk too much long about that, but the sixth seal is in Revelation 6:12, and I'll just read some of it. There was a great earthquake, the sun became black, etc. But what happens here? This is the day that men hide. Verse 15, and the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb, for the great day of his wrath is come. What is that great day? It's Yom Kippur, the sixth annual feast. We're at the sixth. Remember, we're the sixth furnishing, the sixth seal, the sixth assembly has to do with mankind. The sixth trump, what is it going to have to do with a third of mankind? Revelation 9:13. So the four angels who had been prepared for the hour, the day, the month, and the year were released to kill a third of mankind. Verse 18, by these three plagues, a third of mankind was killed. That was with the mounted troops. Verse 17, and this is how I saw the horses in my vision and those who rode them. They wore breastplates the color of fire and of sapphire and of sulfur, and the heads of the horses were like lions' heads, and fire and smoke and sulfur came out of their mouths. By these three plagues, a third of mankind was killed. The power of the horses is in their mouths and in their tails, for their tails are like serpents with heads, and by means of them they wound. Remember, the tails of the locusts were like scorpions. That was previous. That was the fifth trump. Okay, so it says the rest of mankind who were not killed by these plagues did not repent. Let's see here. So this, of course, is just a real quick snapshot, so you can start studying on your own. But we're talking about mankind here because we're at the sixth day. The sixth bowl is Revelation 16:12. It says the sixth angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates. Again, we have mention of the Euphrates at the sixth trump. I didn't read it previous, but it's verse 13. You can look at that. actually verse 14 with the trump, 9:14. So again, we have mention of the great river Euphrates at the sixth bowl. The sixth angel pulled out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its water was dried up to prepare the way for the kings from the east. And I saw coming out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet, 3 unclean spirits like frogs. For they are demonic spirits performing signs, who go abroad to the kings of the whole world to assemble them for battle on the great day. Here we go again, the great day of God the Almighty. Behold, I am coming like a thief. Blessed is the one who stays awake, keeping his garments on, that he may not go about naked and be seen exposed. And they assembled them at the place that in Hebrew is Armageddon. Okay, there's so much in there. But again, this is just for you to take a look at and to memorize, and to connect. Creation Day, we're in Revelation. This is where all of creation is going to be affected. So we're at the 6th day here. Okay, so the next video will be on the 7th assembly. Thank you.